Tony Rome Live.
What you see here is this young man is talking about a story about individuals. They continuously keep buying love with money, especially to these girls that live abroad. And I told you all before, I said that money is not going to make no difference. You're not going to keep a girl just by sending money to her, And what they do is they just basically just take advantage of you, So I want you to hear the story, what he's talking about. And I've mentioned this before about, if you don't live in the country, if you don't know the culture, if you don't speak the language, it's not going, and sending money is not going to change anything. So listen to what he has to say.
And this story has to deal with a guy who took a girl off the street, her and her son, moved the girl in. He had a baby with this girl. Everything was going great. He had cameras for security in his house. Not that he didn't trust his girl, but it was just, just in case somebody broke into the house. He decided to go to the United States, and he one day just decided to look at the security cameras, and he saw a guy going inside the house. And he had cameras in his room and stuff like that. And man, he saw this Dominican guy wearing his girl out. I mean, wearing her out. I mean, full fucking cream pie just busting all up inside her stomach, all types of, he was doing all types of stuff. He was putting that baby gravy up inside her. The shit was ridiculous. He was seeing her get worn out. There's nothing he could do because he's back in the States. This guy was hammering his girl.
You see what I'm saying? You see what happened? He caught his girlfriend on the security camera was another man in their apartment. They don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Sending money to the Dominican Republic to these girls, sending money to Colombia to these girls, it's not going to change a thing. Because like I told you before, they do not take you seriously. And I had Kyrie on my live stream last week, and he said the same thing. He said, guys, just move so fast. Y'all just like, it's like when these girls give you a little attention or anything, you just open up your wallet completely, just open up yourself, So as soon as he jumped on that plane and went back to the States, she resumed what she's been doing all along.
He heard screams that she had never screamed like this when she was with him. This guy was putting premium wood inside of her. Premium wood. You understand that? Premium dick, wood, logs, and not pulling out at all. Just shooting up the club. He did all this to take care of this girl. This dude was laying that pipe across that back. That was crazy. The same guy decides to get married to another.
That is insane. And I told you guys, because I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? And it took a little bit for me to wise up. Because let me ask you a question. If you go abroad and you go to Colombia, you go to the DR, you go to these places, and you're only there for 2 weeks, and let's say you're not going to be able to return for 2 or 3 or 4 months, do you think she's going to wait for you? Let me ask you a question. Leave it in the comment section. Do you think that she's going to wait for you? The answer is no. She's going to continue to be doing what she's done before. And I've said this before. I don't care if you send $100 a week. I don't care if you send $10,000 a week. It's not going to make no difference. Because they don't take you very seriously. And this is happening to a lot of people. And I've told, I do consultations, and I told people, I say, please don't let them take advantage of you. Because a lot of these women, they play a lot of good, especially those women in Colombia, they play a lot of good mind games on you. They create these illusions like, oh yeah, you're the only one. You're the only one I love. You're the only one. Nope, you are not the only one.
Another girl, like less than a year later. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? Oh man, I met this nice girl. So just because you feel like she's nice, just because a girl gives you attention, doesn't mean you should go and marry her. That's stupid.
So he breaks up with the last girl, and he finds a new girl, and he marries this girl. Okay.
Stupid. This guy, makes money. He gets a check once a month, and
he gets a check once a month. Probably he's getting maybe Social Security, because I know people that's living abroad on Social Security. You could on a Social Security check. You probably could live pretty decent in the DR, or you probably could live pretty decent in the Philippines, because there are retirees that are getting Social Security and pensions and stuff that are living abroad just on their checks alone. But watch what she tells him.
The girl told him that he should go back to the States and work. I'm like, your check is significant enough to where
she tells him to go back to the States and work. Now listen, he's getting a check every month that's enough to supply for the both of them. But yet she's telling, and they are married now. They are married. See, this is how fast certain guys move. Some of these passport pros moving so fast. He married this girl, and the girl is telling him, you need to go back to the United States and work without her.
She could easily live off. I mean,
right.
Her check is, his check is like about 14 times the average Dominican salary. Like, if she can't live off that, something's wrong. Because she didn't have a job when you met her, which is a no-no. Like, what is she doing with her life?
Yeah, another thing don't do. Don't fall in love for a woman that don't got nothing. Because ask yourself this question, okay? Ask yourself this question. If she's not in school or she's not working, what is she doing with all that free time she got? What is she doing? That she wants to go to school, that she wants to better herself? You don't want to marry and hook yourself up with someone who can't bring absolutely nothing to the table. You don't want that. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. He married her. He was getting a check every month, enough to take care of all of them. But then she turns around and tells him, I want you to go back to the States and work. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she really loved him, she would rather for him to stay there with her. See, this is what I'm telling you guys. Be careful, man.
She's a single mom, and all you're doing is taking care of her. And now all of a sudden you're in her life, and now you got to pay for everything? That makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
So she's like, oh, you need to go back to the States and this and that. I said, first of all, you just married this girl. And even if you didn't just marry her, if she really liked you, she'd want you there with her.
Right.
But now you got to work when you didn't have to work before. Now you have to work to take care of her and a child that's not yours. Like, stop letting these women run all over you. Mm-hmm. But I see a lot of these guys, they just get, they're sad on the inside, and a little bit of attention, they lose their mind and they open their pocketbooks up.
Yep, that's what they do. They open up their pocketbooks. Yep, they get this much of attention, and then they open up their pocketbooks. But guys, just take it slow. Like I said in the last video, just take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, and again, I appreciate everyone for your support. And I'm gonna keep on pushing. I'm gonna do better. And hey, thank you very much, and you have yourself a blessed day.